big game. We'll bring you right back. We'll take our break, and we'll be back with the national anthem.
Tonight we ask that you please join the Arizona Rattlers in a moment of silence as we remember Eric and the positive impact he had on our lives. Thank you. Colors for the next game are presented by the Phoenix Police Department. Now, to honor America, the Rattlers ask that you remain standing and please remove your hat as we present the singing of our national anthem, performed for you this evening by Artisan.
A wonderful rendition of the national anthem out there by Artisan, and we are just about ready to go in this one between the Rattlers and the Predators in Week 4 of the AFL season. While we have a moment before the kickoff, let's get you caught up on what else is happening around the Arena Football League so far this week. Last night was a barn burner won by the Barnstormers as Iowa down the San Jose SaberCats 76-69. Big pile of points in that one, but the SaberCats were on the short end as they fell to 2-2. Jacksonville took care of Tampa Bay 54-30. Spokane picked up their first win of the season by knocking off Kansas City 61-34. Earlier today, the Cleveland Gladiators dealt the Chicago Rush their first loss of the season, 55-48. Cleveland triumphs there. And two other games going on right now in the league. Tulsa leading Pittsburgh 38-22 with a couple minutes left in the fourth quarter. Tulsa searching for its first win. And Georgia's looking pretty good right now, up 48-27 over New Orleans. About 3.5 left in the third quarter down in Louisiana. And don't forget also Monday night, Philadelphia and Milwaukee rounds out Week 4 of the AFL schedule. And we're only 4 weeks in, but we're running out of unbeaten teams pretty quick in this league.
Yeah, we are. And tonight, for sure, we're going to get rid of one unbeaten team. And wow, I can't help but say, and I'm really looking forward to this. This game. I'll be looking at this almost as a fan. So if I do a little Ron Santo for you guys out there in Chicago, I might be doing that. Sam Kinison might be coming by. Actually dropping in on us. So no, he'd be coming up at us. I don't think he's in heaven right now. And it should be a great game. I believe Harry Carey and him might be coming to play a visit.
That's the fun thing. You never know quite who's going to show up at one of these incredible games. And I tell you, this crowd's looking pretty good tonight. Reportedly, the lower level was sold out. Seeing a bunch of people in the upper level too. Yeah,
it's a pretty good crowd here tonight, and this game has been anticipated. This game, even if both teams were 0-3 and 0-2, there would still be a big crowd. But because of the fact that they're both undefeated, it's even a better game.
Well, you got to remember, too, these are two of the more original AFL franchises. Orlando celebrating its 20th season this year. They were founded in 91. Rattlers a year behind in 92. And those are teams in the AFL that I don't believe have ever moved or changed cities, which really says a lot to the fan base, the staying power, and the teams out on the field.
Yep. Yeah, no, your fans, you're right about that. I mean, the Arizona Rattler fans have always been a great fan base coming in here, as they call it, the Snake Pit here at, and I always want to call it America West, but it is U.S. Airways Arena now.
And it looks like we are just about getting ready to toss the coin, get this one started here. Orlando will call it.
Arizona has won the toss and is going to defer, and they want to play defense first. They want to put number one against number one out here.
And we're going to go straight to the heavyweight bout on this card. And you know what? Especially, too, when you defer in the arena football, you get that ball to start the second half. If you score on the last play of the first half, you have a potential nice momentum lift to really keep yourself going, or maybe play some catch-up if that's the case. But
I'm ready. I'm ready. How about you, Hammer?
I am ready to go. Let's get them all lined up, and let's get this started.
A few extra practice tosses here for Davila. And let's see what he does. But he's not out there yet. He's not out there yet. They're actually going to get to see the Orlando team take the field.
No, they're down there to our right in the northeast corner of the field. Rattlers in the northwest. The benches across from each other by the end zone. But they are down there. And I'm actually looking for, on defense tonight, I'm looking for Hawthorne to have a big night. I really think that they might actually try in some way, somehow, to neutralize Pittman. Yeah, it's one of those things that you never quite know what the defensive game plan is going to be, but you know what? If you stop one guy, there's always another one ready to take his place. Speaking of that, we are just about ready to go here. Rattlers are lined up in the far end zone. They are going to go from our left to our right. Orlando is getting ready to get set up as well. Schroeder to kick this one off, and it's going to be Chris Duvalt back deep to return it for the Predators. And we are just about ready to get going. What's probably going to be the game of the week in the AFL. So glad you're along with us here on a Saturday night. Appreciate you tuning us in on Nifty. There's the whistle, and let's get this going. Schroeder kicks it off, and away we go. Kickoff off the net, caught by Duvall. Coming out of the end zone, 5 to the 10, out to the 15, where he gets dropped down.
And a good return for Orlando, bringing him back to about the 17-yard line or so, it looks like.
Nate Force on the tackle there for the Rattlers, and Orlando starts with good field position with quarterback Nick Hill at the helm. And he's got his three top targets, T.T. Tolliver, Bobby Scipio, and Robert Quiroga out there. And this should definitely be interesting to see how this plays out.
Well, I can see that Orlando has a huge offensive line here.
We can talk about him in just a minute. Hill dropping back, first pass of the game of the left side, off the boards and incomplete. Trying for Quiroga. Swanson there a little bit late on the coverage, but it still falls incomplete, and we go to second down for Orlando.
And, the first play right off the bat, Riley Swanson was all over that one, and they throw another one like that, he could be in the end zone already. Yeah,
defense and special teams, the Rattlers, touchdowns in 3 straight games so far. Tolliver in motion at the top of the screen. Rattlers jumped.
Flag on play, yep.
But did they jump or were they drawn?
Encroachment.
Shane Anderson, the referee in tonight's game, with the call on that one. And I'll make it 2nd and 5 from the 22 for the Predators. And I tell you, that offensive lineman we see out there wearing number 99, Jamar Ward.
He is huge.
6'4", 370 pounds.
And I think they're giving him the benefit of the doubt. I think he's probably about 4 bills.
Hill, short pass to the right to Tolliver. Gets over to about the 25, where he gets met by a couple Rattlers and knocked down. It's a gain of 2 on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 2.
Very, very good pursuit by the Arizona defense.
We're looking at 3rd and 2, just shy of midfield for the Predators on their opening drive of the game. 1.5 minutes gone so far tonight. And we'll see if this Rattler defense can rise to the occasion. Hill drops back, looking left, now over the middle, going for Tolliver. He
Dropped
did not
it.
catch it.
Didn't catch it. All right, good play.
Marquise Floyd right there on the coverage for the Rattlers was able to knock that free, and it's going to be 4th down, Orlando.
This Arizona secondary is really good, and you all know in arena football there's a lot of points. Let's see what they can do here. If they could stop Orlando on the very first drive, that would be huge.
Well, Orlando's not bringing out the kicker, so it looks like they're going to go for it on 4th and 2 at midfield. Quiroga lined up near side, Tolliver as well. Scipio in motion to the high side on the loop motion. Now he's coming back near side.
I look for a running play.
Nope. Hill drops back over the middle. Quiroga's
Wide
got
open.
it at the 18 for a 1st down.
Wide open. Found the seam right in between the linebackers, and that was it.
Yep. Nice pass thrown in the middle of the coverage there. And the Orlando Predators move down to the 18 of the Rattlers. Gain of 13 on that play. And it's 1st and 10. Predators, their drive keeps going.
This is arena football, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, when you think you got somebody stopped, and they just come right back. So let's see what the defense does now.
Tolliver in motion to the near side. Hill drops back, looking left, now back right, now left again. Finds Quiroga at the 10, slips out of a tackle down to the 5, where Riley Swanson brings him to the turf. Gain of 13 and another Orlando 1st down.
No, they're finding the seams right now. On the first 3 plays of this drive, looked like the Rattlers had them stopped, but now they're coming on a little bit.
It's going to be 1st and goal from the Rattlers 4-yard line. Consecutive plays getting more than 10 yards for the Predators, getting themselves in the red zone, where so far this year they are doing quite well. Didn't remember the number. Hill in the middle, he's going to try and take it himself, gets down to the 1 before he gets stopped.
You don't really see that play too often, the quarterback draw.
Not often, but in this area of the field, it could be effective because you're always thinking pass, 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 and you sneak a run in there, you could be able to potentially walk it in easily.
Especially if you're running behind Jamar Ward, 370-plus pounds of him.
Orlando 10 of 11 in the red zone coming into this trip down to the field. Quiroga on the far side, Tolliver tight to the formation, Scipio in motion. Hill pitch to the right to the fullback, who does not get anywhere.
Actually, a loss of a yard, it looks like.
Indeed he was. Dropped for a 1-yard loss there. That was Lynch, the fullback, and he was not able to turn the corner on that one, Kingpin. 3rd down.
Very, very, very good play. The pursuit of the Rattlers. They look like they're ready to go. They look like they're ready to play here. But as you well know, you're always as good as your last play in arena football.
Very true indeed. So 3rd and goal, ball about the 1.5-yard line for Orlando. Opening drive of the game, just about 5 minutes gone off the clock. And now we got a flag because it's delay of game on Orlando. The play clock ran out, or did they call timeouts?
Delay of game. Okay.
Makes it 3rd and goal from the 7 coming up here for the Predators, and that's just a real bad mental mistake there. 25-second play clock caught them and burned them.
In that area, now it takes a 3rd and well, really, it was a 3rd and 1, wasn't it?
3rd and goal at the 6.
3rd and goal, okay.
Now it's 3rd and goal, basically back at the 6, almost 7-yard line. So that maybe takes away a running option that close to the end zone.
I just say run behind Ward. Nope.
Hill
back it
fakes. Going left for Scipio. Did he catch it? Waiting for a signal.
He did catch it, but he is short. He's at the 1-yard line.
And there they are again. 3rd and goal at the 1. Fans are trying to get loud to support the Rattlers for what could be a key stop in this game early on. Second look at that one. There's the catch by Scipio, and that is Marquise Floyd right there making sure he does not get in the end zone.
Actually, it's about the half-yard line here, and look for a run.
Toss to the left. Marlon Moore. Does he get in? Yes, he does. Touchdown, Orlando. So Marlon Moore cracks across the goal line from 1 yard out, and Orlando strikes first. 6-0 Predators.
Well, that was a hard-fought drive. I'll say that for Orlando, but they weren't given anything on that drive. There was a few pass plays, but other than that, it was very, very difficult drive and hard-fought.
Indeed it was. Lewis out there for the extra point for Orlando. Snap, spot, kick is up. Got it dead center. And it's 7-0 Orlando. We've got a timeout on the floor, and we'll take it with them. This is the AFL on Nifty TV. All right, back again here in the Snake Pit. Orlando scores first on a Marlon Moore 1 yard touchdown run. Rattlers are going to get the ball for the first time tonight. And let's see how Nick Davila on the offense operates for Arizona.
Well, last week, the Rattlers playing Tulsa got off to a very quick start. Now they have to get off to a quick start just to make this game even or keep this game even.
Just Monday night against Tulsa, the Rattlers dominated the Talons, leading 42-0 at the half. Not going to happen tonight, but let's see what happens when they get their hand on the ball. Lewis kicking it deep. Virgil Gray back for the return. Off the net, Gray's got it halfway back in the end zone. Gray to 5, goes left, gets knocked down to the 7, and that's where the Rattlers start their first offensive possession of the evening.
Pretty good coverage on the play by Orlando. Let's see what the offense has in store here as the Rattlers take the field.
You know, under the guidance of Nick Davila, so far 20 touchdown passes this season in just 3 games. Another left-handed passer, so we've got a couple of Knicks, a couple of left-handed passers at quarterback tonight. Teams are very similar.
And let's elaborate on that 20 touchdowns. He hasn't played every minute of every game.
Right, he didn't play the second half against Tulsa because it was such a blowout. Rod Windsor in motion at the snap. Davila drops back, pumps, looks for Windsor, got him at the 12, steps out of a tackle, 15-20 across midfield, and he's getting held by the jersey, taken down to the 5-yard line, and that's how you start some offense.
And Rod Windsor with that powerful, and that's why he's showing why he is an NFL player. And here he is back with the Rattlers where he was last season. Go ahead.
Second look up there. Windsor steps around the tackle, and he just breaks down the sideline trying to get those extra yards, which he does. The 34-yard gain, and it's going to be first and goal at the Orlando 9.
If he wasn't wearing a jersey, he'd be in the end zone.
Because that tag on the jersey is about the only thing that kept them out on that play. Windsor again in motion. Davila drops back, looking left. Gets steps away from the pressure, throws it right to the end zone, and that is incomplete for Trandon Harvey. Down on the coverage with Travis Coleman for Orlando. Second down and goal at the 9.
Oh, I got to do a Ron Sano here. But that was Harvey almost caught that ball, and that was it was a pretty good play. It was a good play by actually Davila to get away from that pressure.
And also make sure he could throw the ball to the only spot his receiver could possibly catch it. But looking for trips left here. Windsor forced towards the boards, and Harvey's going to go in motion. Davila dropping back, looking left, going to the back corner of the end zone. Trandon Harvey can't hang on. 3rd and goal coming up.
Oh. I said I would do one of those tonight, so, I had to do it. I had to give it a little Ron Sano there, but Harvey's got to catch that ball. Harvey's going back to the
second look at that one, back corner of the end zone, and hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, Harvey went back to the huddle, shaking his head because he knows he should have caught that ball.
So it's 3rd and goal from the 9-yard line of the Predators. Fast-moving first quarter, per usual, just inside 6 minutes left. Orlando leading 7-0. Davila dropping back on 3rd down, going over the middle. Too hot to handle, just a step ahead of Harvey. And now it's 4th down.
That's 4th, but looks like the Rattlers are going to go for it, having the ball out here about the 9-yard line. So they're going to go ahead and go out of here on 4th down, and we'll see what happens.
And that's one of the things the Rattlers, we've seen them in early games, slow starts, just some incompletions, some drop passes so far this season. You've got to find a way to really tighten that up, especially when you're playing a really good team of Orlando's caliber.
You are correct on that. They have to
Davila dropping back, 4th down, back of the end zone, cut, touchdown, Arizona.
But there is a flag on the play. There's a flag on the play, but we believe it's going to go against the Rattlers. It looks like offensive interference here.
Let's see what Shane Anderson, our referee, tells us what the call is. Offensive pass interference. That's going to take points off the board and make it now 4th and goal, I believe, at the 19 after that play. And that is a real tough way to have points come off the board. And at this point, it might be time. Yeah, they're going to bring out Joe Schroeder, the kicker, to try and get something out of this drive.
Well, let's see what he does here, because he's, as I mentioned in pregame, he's been on and off, and when he's been good, he could kick it from one end of the field to the other through those bars. Let's see what he does here.
It's going to be a 28-yard field goal attempt on the right hash mark. Spot Schroeder with a kick up, and that is no good.
Finally the indication, no good.
So we got a timeout on the field. We'll take it as well. Orlando leads Arizona 7-0. This is the AFL on Nifty TV.
Congratulations to the lucky fans seated in section 123. Your tonight's Sadia Salon's lucky section of the game and receive a complimentary signature of Vita Service compliments of Sadia Salon. Visit SadiaSalon.com to see how they can transform your style naturally.
Back again in the U.S. Airways Center, 7-0 Orlando in the first quarter. Orlando's opening drive went for a touchdown. The Rattlers got downfield on one long pass, but a couple of penalties backed them up, and a 28-yard field goal was missed. And that's where we stand right now with 4:38 left in the opening quarter.
The defense has to buckle down here, keep these guys from Orlando. These guys, the Orlando Predators, some scoring on this drive. See what happens here. I thought the Rattlers actually did a pretty good job on defense in the first drive. They made the Predators work for everything, and that's what you want to do here in the Arena League.
Yes, you do. And one other final to pass along. Tulsa's gotten its first win of the season, knocking off Pittsburgh 45-22. Nick Hill under center, Tolliver in motion. Short screen to Scipio, falls down to the 12. It's a gain of 7, and we'll bring up 2nd and 3 for the Predators.
Very lucky here that Hill fell down. Otherwise, he might still be running.
So we've had one guy fall down. As we take a second look at that one, he just got his feet, lost his feet from underneath him. And if Rod Windsor doesn't get grabbed by the back of the jersey, he scores a touchdown on a big long bomb. So interesting start to this one here. Hill under center, dropping back, short drop over the middle for Scipio. Got it again at the 21 of Arizona, and it's a first down for the Predators.
That was a beautiful pass by the quarterback Hill. I mean, right in there, and here they have the ball on the 20-yard line of the Rattlers.
Wind up with a gain of 23 on that play, and the Predators are on the move yet again. So far tonight, Hill 6 for 8, 60 yards in the early going. Hill dropping back, looking to his right, going for Tolliver in the end zone. Caught it, touchdown Orlando. T.T. Tolliver reels that one in ahead of the Rattler defense. It's a 20-yard score, 13-0 Orlando with the extra point coming. And for Tolliver, that's his 6th touchdown of the season in just 3 games.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what happened on that play, but he was wide open in the end zone. Here's the replay.
He just got a step on the defender, Marquise Floyd, and was able to get in the front of the end zone and put 6 on the board. Extra point coming up here from Lewis. Snap, spot, kick, yes. 14-0 Orlando. Timeout on the field, we'll take it with them as well. This is the AFL on Nifty TV. Back in the U.S. Airways Center, where with 2:41 left in the first quarter, Orlando leads Arizona 14-0 to drive 2 touchdowns for the Predators. Rattlers get their second chance here, and you just hope they can start scoring and try and keep up, because if they don't, this potentially could become a runaway early.
This is a very, very important drive for the Rattlers. They must score. They must come away with points.
Well, here's the kickoff from Lewis. Gray back to receive it. Off the net, halfway in the end zone. Gray turns around, comes out 5-10. Cut and left 15. Trying to get around Quiroga. He cannot, and he will get forward progress to the 16 of the Rattlers. And that's where they're going to start their second drive of the evening.
Well, that was a good return by Gray, and we weren't really sure if he was going to be able to play tonight after last week's massive hit that he took. We did see him before the game, and just yelled out to him, "Hey, how you doing?" He said, "I'm fine." I said he got his bell rung a little bit on Monday night, actually. It was just a few days ago, and he said he's fine, he's ready to go, and that kickoff was an indication that he is ready to go.
Yeah, he definitely looks sharp out there. Maybe he can break one tonight. Davila and the Rattler offense starts on their own 17. Trandon Harvey in motion. Davila dropping back, looking, picked off by Marlon Moore to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown Orlando. Not the result the Arizona Rattlers were looking for.
Nope, not to get down, and it's right now 20-0 with an extra point try coming up. I hate to say this, but this looks like Monday night's game on the opposite, with the Rattlers taking it on the other side. So they have to come back out here, and there's plenty of time.
Second look there, Moore was starting to showboat close to the goal line and almost had it knocked out of his hands by offensive lineman Brennan Carvalho. So we'll see if the Predators can put the extra point on here. Lewis out there again trying his 3rd one of the night. Snap, spot, kick, dead center. 21-0 Orlando. Timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. This is the AFL on Nifty TV. back again in the U.S. Airways Center. Rattler fans a little down so far, as is their team, down 21-0 to Orlando in the first quarter. Rattlers had one good drive that got stalled at the goal line. Pass interference penalty, took a touchdown off the board. And then on their next possession, Nick Davila throws a pick to Marlon Moore, who takes it back for a touchdown. And that's where we stand. Kickoff again. Gray, third run back of the night, has a bobble, picks up at the goal line. Cutting ahead 10, 15, trying to go right around the defender, gets out to the 21. So a nice return there before Kaiser pulls him down.
Yeah, Gray was trying to get him going here. He had a nice return the last, right before the pickoff there. But this is even better, bringing it back out to what? The 22. And the Rattlers really have to score. This is must. Otherwise, this could be a very, very long game.
In the final minute of the first quarter of this game so far, Force in motion. Davila dropping back, penalty flag down. Force catches it. Can he get away from a tackle? No, he can't. He's dragged down to the 10.
There is a penalty flag. Oh, the referee almost fell on that one, or actually the back judge. And if you ran back, I would think that this is against the Rattlers.
Nope.
Oh, it's not.
Orlando. That's declined. And the Rattlers have a first down at the 10.
Okay. One thing we know the Rattlers can score. And they can come back in this game, but they must score here.
So it's going to be first and goal at the Predator 10. Windsor in motion. Davila drops back, looks for Windsor at the 5, got it, trying to get in, but he gets knocked down by Moore at the 3. 7-yard gain, and the Rattlers getting a little closer to pay dirt.
Yeah, Rob was pretty open there, and one thing for the Predators, they can't let this guy get open because he almost took it to the house the very first possession the Rattlers have. Unfortunately, they didn't capitalize on that, even though the Predators almost took his jersey off.
I think they stretched it 2 sizes bigger on that play.
Yeah, it looks like it could fit me now.
Well, let's see if the Rattlers can find their way in the end zone here, and we've got whistles. And let's see what we've got here. This could be a false start against Arizona. So play was blown dead. Nope, end of the quarter. That's it. All right, so that's 15 minutes of the books at the U.S. Airways Center. The Orlando Predators lead the Arizona Rattlers 21-0, but the Rattlers are knocking on the door. This is the AFL on Nifty TV. Well, 12 minutes in the books. Rattlers trail by 3 touchdowns, knocking on the door. And in that first quarter, Nick Hill, 6 of 8 for 73 yards in the score. You had, Marlon Moore, the 1-yard run, the 21-yard pick 6. And hopefully the Rattlers can use a fresh quarter here to start anew, get on the board, and keep getting on the board.
So what do you think here? What do you think the play is going to be on? I'm guessing, Rattlers don't run all that much, but
when you've got a guy like Odie Armstrong, who was the league's leading rusher last year for Tulsa, he's on your field right now, and he scored twice last week against his former team. Let's give it to Odie.
Okay, let's see.
All right, Davila under center to start the second quarter. Windsor in motion on the near side. Davila drops back, looking to pass. Touchdown, Arizona. Nate Force in the back of the end zone.
Well, that's the way to get it right there, because Force was wide open. All he had to do was just jump a little bit. It didn't even seem like he was covered.
Take a second look. There it is. His man fell down. That's why Nate Force was open, and that's an easy touchdown for Arizona.
Now let's see what Joe Schroeder can do here if he can make this extra point. I hate to say he's been snake bitten, especially when we're talking about the Rattlers, but last week he was kind of snake bitten.
So far the Rattlers this season are only 17 of 23 on PATs.
Penalty. Flag on that play.
And I got a false start on Arizona, so we're going to try it from 5 yards back.
Retry. Coming up.
Giving our shot here, ball at the 7, so this will basically be kicked from the 15. Snap a little bit high, spot's good, kick is up, and that is no good. Hits the support above the right upright. 21-6. Timeout on the field. We'll take it as well. Rattlers down by 15. This is the AFL on Nifty TV. All right, back for a little more football here. 14:20 to go in the first half. 21-6. The Rattlers are trailing by 15. Just got a touchdown from Nate Davila to Nate Force. The Nate to Nate connection. I'm sorry, that was Nick Davila to Nate Force. Nick to Nate. So, but the extra point's no good, and hopefully the extra point does not come back to haunt the Rattlers later tonight. And
Schroeder is 0 for 2 tries right now. Once on a field goal, and now the extra point. And he's got to get his head back in the game here, and hopefully he can capitalize the next play.
Well, let's see how he does with the kickoff here as he sends it away. Duval back to return it.
And that was a field goal. And I take that back. That one did make it through the uprights.
That's going to wind up being a touchback, and Orlando gets the ball on the 5.
All right, again, I've said it the last 2 drives here by Orlando, but it is very important now that they come up with a stop, especially after scoring.
You need to build that momentum. Hey, maybe a pick 6 of their own, because as we mentioned earlier, the defense and special teams of the Rattlers have a touchdown in each of the first 3 games this season.
Well,
and I'm sure right now they'd love to make it 4.
Yep. Here we go.
Let's see what happens. Hill here. Hill under center. Drops back, pump fake over the middle. He's got Tolliver at the 15. Cuts back inside, back to the 10, out to the 15, to the 20, where he gets run into the boards by Kevin McCullough.
And he is down. He's shaken up, but he did get up.
Both guys got back up after that hit.
Here's the replay. Coming right across. Cut the field. Gets driven into the board. Head first.
A little bit, a little dangerous when you go head first in the boards, but still 16-yard gain. Predators keep on moving. Hill drops back. looking. Now he's going to take off and run with it. Tries to get around the tackle, but McCullough says no. Only allows him a gain of 2. And we'll have 2nd and 8 coming up for the Predators.
You know, you see that a lot in arena football where your quarterback will actually take off, but that's pretty dangerous. These guys can move on that field, and that field isn't very big.
But if you take a look there, McCullough was basically back there waiting for him, playing a spy on him, if you will. And as soon as Hill took off, McCullough said no. So 2nd and 8, the 24.
What did he say? What did he say, Hammer? Did he say no?
He said no.
Fumble!
Did Hill fall on it? I believe he did.
Yes, Hill covered it up.
It's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. Back to the 21. And it's 3rd and 10 now for the Orlando Predators. So we were talking about that defensive stop the Rattlers need. This might be it. So far, Orlando has not converted either of its 3rd down chances this evening. And maybe it would be a great time for the Rattlers to get that first stop of the night.
This Orlando offensive line is doing a pretty good job on the defensive line of the Rattlers right now.
Tolliver in motion,
fumble.
loose ball, fumble. I believe the Rattlers
I think it's
have
covered.
It is.
Recovered, and there goes that defense. That's what they need. They need to come back right here, right now. And as we talked about, they needed that defensive stop right there.
Yes, they did. That's going to give energy and momentum. Let's take a second look. Hill never got the ball. Offensive line falls on that one. That's going to wind up being Tyler Glasper who makes the recovery.
There were 3 plays in a row there that the Hill and the center had a problem connecting on that snap. It was pretty tough. So let's watch that throughout this game.
Let's also watch the Rattler offense right now back on the field. See what they can do here. Davila dropping back, looking over the left side for Windsor. He was possibly held up.
And that was intercepted.
Picked up by Marlon Moy-Moore, the 20 out to the 22. Rattlers are stumped. There's no flag, but it's a turnover.
It looked like he was hit before that ball got there.
I mean, it looked like the defender had his arm around Windsor locked up. Maybe we'll get a second look at that. And it looks like we've got an official timeout.
Actually, what you should have is an official flag, but there is looks like there is a timeout on the field.
So I guess we'll take it with them as well here. 21-6 Orlando. Scoreboard says 24 for some reason.
Yeah, I don't have any idea.
That's awkward. 11:34 left in the first half. We'll get it sorted out. This is the AFL on Nifty. All right, back again to U.S. Airways Center, 21-6, contrary to what the scoreboard says of 24-6.
Yeah.
You don't get 3 points for an interception. I mean, there's a lot of ways to score in this league, but not like that. And Marlon Moy-Moore with his 2nd interception of the first half of Nick Davila. Davila's thrown 2 picks so far here in 16 minutes of game. He threw 1 in the first 3 games combined. This Orlando defense is looking pretty darn good.
Yeah, I guess again, we have to ask the Rattlers defense for another stop. Let's watch the exchange now between center and quarterback.
Snap is clean. Hill's got it this time, dropping back, looking left, trying to go over the middle. He's got Scipio at the 14, and that's another first down for the Predators.
That was it was a good play by Orlando. I mean, he just tossed it out there, put it high enough for Scipio to come down with it, and he was the only one who would be able to catch it.
Gain of 16 on the play, and there it was, exactly right where it needed to be, and Scipio hauls it in. So it's 1st and 10 at the Rattler 15. Hill, there's another fumble.
Another
Bad
fumble.
exchange. Do the Rattlers have it back? I believe they do.
It is Rattler ball.
No.
No? Oh.
Nope. The
Oh.
offensive lineman Coleman fell on it for
Got a
Orlando.
groan on that one.
Boy, these center quarterback exchanges are being problematic. It's like the ball, as we take a second look, it's getting snapped between the center's legs, but it's not going all the way through.
The thing is, though, the Rattlers aren't capitalizing on these, on these breaks right now, and they have to get back in it.
And I think possibly the size of the center, it's listed at 6'4", 370, may be a little difficult to work with. Hill drops back on this play, rolling to his left. Now he's going to take off with it. He's at the 10, down to the 7, takes a good hit there from Pittman, and gets knocked down after about a 5-yard gain. Check that, an 8-yard gain.
Again, Hill taking off, spotted the hole, got the first down, and he's keeping the right now. Besides the bad snaps, Orlando has played the game exactly the way they want to play it.
They have really come out tonight and just put their will all over the Rattlers so far.
So far.
Scipio in motion to the near side. Hill dropping back, looking for Scipio back at the end zone. Floats it, got it. Touchdown, Orlando. Hill to Scipio from 8 yards out.
And Coach Guy is really ticked. He was out there yelling at the refs. He must have seen something, and we'll take a look at as the replay comes up right here.
Hill floats it back at the end zone.
It looked like it could have been a little push-off.
Possibly. But either way, the touchdown stands.
That's right, it stands. And that score is incorrect. They need to change this.
Snap is low. Kick is wide left off the upright. There we go. Now it's fixed. 27-6, a 21-point Orlando lead. Now the scoreboard's fixed. We'll take a timeout. This is the AFL on Nifty TV. All right, back after some interesting stuff there. A little flying action on the field.
That was, I don't know what you call that thing. That thing's like a whirly bird, it looks like. But, there it is. It's called a
roundabout.
Roundabout?
Roundabout.
Interesting. Okay. It looks like fun, I guess. Something you could do, play with yourself.
Well, with that being said, we're going to get ready for another kickoff here from Orlando. Rattlers could really use a touchdown here, but keep in mind, though, they're going to get the ball to open the second half as well. So maybe they can build some momentum with a couple consecutive scores, split over halftime. But right now, 8:44 left in the second. Orlando up by 21. And here we go again with Lewis kicking it deep to Virgil Gray. And that's a funny hop fielded by Swanson at the goal line. Breaks out of one tackle, gets out to the 7. A flag is down, and that may be the equivalent of kick-catch interference on the Orlando Predators because they were basically at the goal line, and the return man still had his back to the field of play.
All right, and here's the call.
And that's exactly what it is, kick-catch interference. So add a few more yards onto it. And the Rattlers start at their 14-yard line, trailing by 21 midway through the second quarter.
You have to let the guy catch the ball, right?
Yeah, he's
you
basically
have
vulnerable.
To let him catch the ball.
He's vulnerable with his back to all the guys rushing at him.
Right, and could have been hurt.
All right, Windsor goes in motion. Davila under center, dropping back. Gets away from the pressure, throws it left side for Windsor, complete at the 23. That's going to be close to an Arizona first down. And I'm sure that's got to feel good for Nick Davila just to get a completion under his belt. Just 2 of the last 3 drives the Rattlers have had. have ended in one-play interceptions.
Well, that last play that he was picked off on looked like the receiver was interfered with. It looked like he was hit a little bit early, and it wasn't called.
2nd and 2 on the 22. Trandon Harvey in motion to the far side. Davila dropping back, looking right, pumps again.
A lot of time,
Short pass, Harvey, 20, 15, down the near side, 10, around the tackle to the 5, end zone, touchdown, Arizona!
What a great run after the catch by Harvey.
Trandon Harvey, a 23-yard touchdown catch, his 10th of the season. And, hey, the Rattlers might be coming back now, 27-12.
And the time that Davila had on that play was amazing. He
Second look at that one. Davila goes around to defender Kaiser into the end zone. And the Rattlers are back on the board, down by 15 now with the PAT pending. Backup quarterback Harris the holder. Schroeder on for the kick. Snap. Harris is going to take it himself, trying to go for 2 to the right. Does he get there? No. He stopped 3 yards short.
But you know what? I like the play. That's okay.
They ran that on the last play of the first half against Milwaukee 2 games ago, and it worked then, but it doesn't work here. Timeout on the field, 27-12 Orlando. This is the AFL on Nifty TV. Back in the U.S. Airways Center, Rattlers scored a touchdown. Trandon Harvey from 23 yards out from Nick Davila, make it 27-12. Rattlers went for 2 on the extra point, but fell a couple yards short on that one. And that's where we stand now. 6:57 to go in the second quarter. Then Schroeder ready to tee it up again, and away we go.
That was a big scoring play.
Duval can't quite find it. Tries to get out of the end zone, going left, gets to the 5. Cuts back to the middle. Virgil Gray takes a shot at him, can't get there. And Duval winds up getting to the 7, and that's where the Predators start again.
He ran 50 yards to get 7.
That's pretty much about what it was. Back and forth, back and forth. A little bit of a bobble there as we take a second look at it. Cutting left, McCullough couldn't quite get him. Hand on the wall, pushes back off. Gray couldn't get him, and finally McCullough again gets to him. Good hustle by McCullough to keep with that play.
I'm tired just looking at that play.
I'm winded too. Now the question is, can the Rattler defense force another stop? Will there be another bad center to quarterback exchange?
Yeah, this would be a bad place for Orlando to actually have a bad quarterback snap.
Quiroga in motion. Passing it to the right is Hill to Scipio. Scipio gets run out of bounds at the 13. Gain of 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Just a nice little pass on the outside there. Only Scipio could catch it again.
Scipio so far has got 5 catches this evening, and is looking pretty good so far for the Predators as we tick under 6 minutes left in the first half.
That's one thing that Orlando's done here in this game. You can pick it up.
Hill dropping back, trying to go over the middle. Trying to go for Scipio, a little bit short there, and it's going to be 3rd and 2.
Where was the offensive pass interference on that play? He knocked the Rattlers defensive back down. Where was it?
Not quite sure where it was on that one, but either way, you've got 3rd down, and hopefully the Rattlers can step up and force Orlando into either trying to go for it on 4th and short, or maybe attempt that long field goal. You never know. Quiroga lines up to the far side. Tolliver in the slot. Scipio's going to go in motion, going to the high side, trips left. Hill drops back, looking left. tries to go for Scipio, got him, sitting down at the 23 of the Predators. It's a gain of 8 and an Orlando first down.
Good play by Hill to find his receiver. Took his time, and there was some pressure on that play. Hill actually looks a little gassed right now.
And you know, I've heard of the phrase "sitting down in the zone" before, but that's ridiculous. I mean, he literally threw the ball to Scipio. Scipio put his butt on the carpet. First down. So check that. It's going to be the 24, gain of 9 on that play.
That could be the play of the game.
Well, Scipio's in motion on the near side. Here's a pitch to Lynch. Lynch trying to barrel ahead. He gets about 3 yards before McCullough trips him up.
You don't see too much running here in the AFL, but that looked like a pretty good play there. That is one big guy, too.
Indeed, that is. That we're talking about James Lynch, the fullback, who's 6 feet, 275, the former Terrapin out of Maryland. And that's another big body these Predators have, which they seem to have a lot of.
Yeah, they do have.
And we're going to have a flag here. Could be false starts. Could be encroachment against Antaj Hawthorne of the Rattlers. And the call is encroachment.
And it is. No, that's one thing that you don't see the Rattlers do a lot of is make a lot of penalties. And tonight, there's been a few called against them.
Yeah, I've seen a couple so far. Actually 4 penalties so far for about 30 yards. 25, 30 yards in a 50-yard field. That really hurts.
Yeah, well, when you're taking that other team right down the field.
Hill dropping back under pressure, sacked. And it's Tyler Glasper driving him back across midfield to the 23 of Orlando. That is a big sack.
That is huge.
Second look at that one. Hill's dropping back, looking, and all he sees is a big green shirt, snowing him under. A big loss there for the Predators.
Are you sure that color is green?
Green, teal, all I know is...
I don't know what it is, but it is a little bit different than it has been, isn't it?
But it's
it's
an 8-yard loss, though. We're back to 3rd and 10. Scipio in motion to the left. Hill dropping back, going for Scipio. He's got it, and he's out of bounds at the Arizona 12. The Predators convert on 3rd and 10, and they keep on going here, marching down towards the Arizona end of the field. Just inside of 3 minutes left in the first half.
You know, it doesn't seem like Hill has any problem right now picking apart this Arizona defense, and I don't know. I'm not quite sure if it's just the quality of the offensive players right now, or the Rattlers just aren't on their game.
Not quite sure. Hill, but he's going to drop back and pass again. Here under pressure, he's sacked again, throws it away to the 4th row. If there is such a thing as an in-the-grass rule, should have been called.
But there isn't. And
but yet again,
and there's a flag just went up.
Yeah,
so it might be an intentional grounding here.
That you could see there. Tyler Glasper again got right past the big lineman, Jamar Ward. Yep, it's intentional grounding. So it's going to be a spot foul, bringing the Predators back to the 20. And it's now going to be, end up being, I believe that's 2nd down?
I believe the ref called it a 2nd down.
Yeah.
And the scoreboard here has it as 3rd down.
Yeah, it says 2nd on the stick, so I'll go with that. So I got 2nd and about 18 at the Arizona 20, but Glasper again getting through, getting a lot of pressure on Nick Hill. Hill drops back again, looking to his left, fires it, and that is dropped.
That was actually a very nice play by number 20 of the Rattlers.
That's Kevin McCullough.
Kevin McCullough. It looked like he actually ticked that ball. Let's see if we do get a replay on that. Nope.
Chiroga, the intended receiver for Orlando, and he could not find it. So 3rd and super long here for Orlando. 3rd and 18 from the 20, and the Rattlers have got to find a way to stop the Predators on 3rd down. So far tonight, 2 of 7, but the couple they've gotten have come recently.
You just took the words out of my mouth. They haven't been stopped too often here on 3rd down.
Hill dropping back, left side,
wide open
at the 10 to the 5, and that's not going to be quite enough though. But it'll set up about 4th and 3 for Orlando, a gain of 15 on 3rd and 18.
It was wide open. Nobody within 5 feet of him. Maybe 5 yards, I'm sorry. 5 yards. There's a replay.
Well, we've got a timeout here on the field. We're down to a 1-minute warning. So let's step aside with them as well. Orlando 27, Arizona 12, and the Predators are threatening. This is the AFL on Nifty TV. One minute left in the first half here at the U.S. Airways Center. The Orlando Predators lead the Arizona Rattlers 27-12. Predators threatening at the Arizona 5, facing a fourth and 3. Predators need to get to the 2. But now inside the final minute, the timing rules are more like the outdoor game, more like the NFL. Then completions, it stops. Penalties, will stop.
The scoreboard here has it all wrong. It actually has it as first and down with the ball on the 5, but it is actually fourth down. They got some real problems. They have some real problems with the scoreboard here tonight.
Should be fourth and about 3. Orlando setting up to go for it. Tolliver far side, Scipio in motion. Snap, fumbled. That's going to be a turnover either way.
Right.
And Arizona recovers the fumble.
Big, real big, because if they can come back here, this is what they need. You got 58 seconds to go. Plenty of time in arena football to get back down that field.
There's plenty of time to get back down the field twice, maybe even 3 times, because each team still has all 3 timeouts.
That is about the 4th or 5th time that they've had a problem with that exchange. And that's the only thing keeping the Rattlers in this game right now.
Yes. Force goes in motion on the loop. Davila dropping back, going to the right side, complete. He's got Brandon
There's a
Harvey.
flag down.
He gets out to the 14, but we'll see what the flag is for. I believe it's going to be an illegal defense call. The linebacker may have been moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, waiting for the call here. Let's see. We'll bring up that microphone on that referee. Now they're talking it over, want to see if they want to take the penalty or take the yards. Talking it over with Coach Kevin Guy right now. Here's the call.
Illegal formation.
And that penalty was declined.
So it'll be a 9-yard gain. That'll stay on the board. 2nd and 1 at the Rattlers 14 as Harvey was able to sidestep his way out of bounds and stop the clock.
.54 seconds to go here in the first half.
And we got another flag here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 flags all thrown, and they're all showing either traveling or a false start. I think it's a false start. We're not playing basketball.
and it is against the Rattlers.
That's one of those penalties that's just like shooting yourself in the foot. You have 2nd and 1. You can pretty much call anything in the playbook. 2nd and 6 changes it up a little bit.
Yep, let's see what happens here with the Rattlers. Got 54 seconds to go. Plenty of time.
Harvey's going to go in motion on the far side. Windsor and Force on the near side for Davila. Throws over the middle. He's got Harvey. He did not hang on to it. Harvey dropped it. at midfield.
Harvey's dropped quite a few tonight, and that's, it seems like he does that early in ball games, but once that first quarter's out of the way, he handles everything. And he was wide open on that one.
That's at least the second time it has flat hit him in the hands, and he has not been able to haul that in.
One was for a touchdown also. So,
but he does have one of the 2 Rattler touchdowns tonight. He was able to catch one of them. But we'll see what happens here on 3rd and 6 at the 9. Windsor in motion. Davila drops back, quick fire to Windsor at the 15, getting that jersey pulled again. And that should be just enough for a first down. And will the Rattlers call timeout? No, the clock keeps rolling here. Nope, it is still going. And the Rattlers saw 3 timeouts. Not sure why they're not calling one of them right here, but it still is a first down. Davila dropping back over the middle. That pass is complete. No, it is not. It hit the carpet. Windsor couldn't hang on.
24 seconds to go.
That was just not the best clock management by the Rattlers.
You're right. You're right about that, Hammer. They let it seemed like a good 10 to 15 seconds roll off that clock, and that's huge here in arena football.
Especially when you still have 3 timeouts. You've got to call them. Davila drops back on a flag, going to be an offside free play going for Harvey down the field, incomplete. But going around the left side there, Mark Robinson got a really, really good jump. And I think he was in the backfield just about as the ball was snapped. So I believe we're going to have a defensive offside. Second look at that.
Well, they're both teams are pointing at each other, so they're each saying, "Oh, it's your penalty." No, it's your penalty.
They always do that.
Yeah, I know. But usually 2 fouls. That's why. Offsetting penalties. You had a hold on the Rattlers. You had a offsides on the defense. Play that down over. The only bad thing is it pulled some time off the clock.
A few seconds. But
about 5. 19 seconds to go.
But still, that's plenty of time, and maybe at this point the Rattlers are trying to milk the clock down so they can score with as little time left as possible and then take that momentum in the second half where they open with the ball.
Right. They need to get some kind of points here.
Well, Davila drops back.
Ooh,
pass.
what a
nice
great catch.
Catch by Nate Force. Spins to the 15. He gets hauled down there.
Timeout.
And the Rattlers should be calling a timeout. And the clock is going to stop there. We got a timeout, Arizona. There it is. First call timeout. 11 seconds left. Let's just keep it here for this one. As we're getting a second look at Nate Force going low with the hands to get that one. Spins around a defender and puts the Rattlers in decent scoring position after that 20-yard gain.
Nate Force has really been very, very good this year for the Rattlers. He pretty much catches everything that's close to him.
He's got 5 touchdowns on the year coming in tonight. I believe he caught another one earlier in the game. He's got the other one. Harvey has it as well for Arizona. So he is looking pretty sharp so far this season.
Very good. Here we go.
11 seconds left. 1st and 10 on the Predator 15-yard line. Windsor's going to come in motion. Harvey to the near side. Force to the far side. Dropping back Davila. Looks left, fires over the middle. That is picked off. And come back the other way with it is Travis Coleman across the 20. Knocked down near midfield.
Not a good first half.
That is not how you want the first half to end. I mean, give the Rattlers credit for going to the end zone, but Davila's picked off for the 3rd time in the first half, and that's how the first half ends tonight. Orlando leads it 27-12 with the break, and this is not what the Rattlers wanted.
The officials are still talking it over here. I'm not quite sure if the first half is over.
Yes,
it is halftime.
It is halftime. So that's how the first half ends. 27-12, Orlando leads it. This is the AFL on Nippy TV. welcome back to the U.S. Airways Center, where it's halftime, and the Orlando Predators lead the Arizona Rattlers 27-12 in the first half. I'm Andrew Nordmeyer with Bob Kingpin Harris. And Kingpin, this first half did not go according to the Rattlers' plans.
That's an understatement right there. It didn't really seem, it hasn't seemed like the Rattlers have been into the game that much. Of course, with Davila having 3 picks in the first half, it makes it very tough. Luckily, the Orlando Predators have had a problem on their exchange between, the quarterback and the center. Otherwise, this could be a blowout right now.
If not for those few mistakes, but it seems like both teams are making mistakes. Like I said, the fumbles for Orlando, the interceptions for Arizona. And, outside that, statistically, they're kind of about even in terms of yards and offense and all that. It's just the mistakes. And if the Rattlers can find a way to cut those down, they should be able to come back in this one. They're down 15 now, but they get the ball to open the second half.
Right. They are not that far down, and they have the opportunity right here to get right back, almost even in this game, if they would have scored there instead of getting picked off in the last drive with a few seconds to go. And then now opening up, as you say, with the ball. This could be an even game, and you know what? They're still not out of it, but
it's the Arena Football League. You're never really out of a game unless you're down 42-0 like Tulsa was last week at halftime. But, hey, you still have a chance. There's still plenty of time. And you never know what's going to happen. It may be time for a special teams play to come up, and be big. Maybe the defense gets back in the act with another touchdown like they have the last 2 weeks. You just don't know.
I still think what this game could come down to by watching this, I think it's going to come down between Hill and his center. I think that it's going to be very big, because if they wind up turning it over, I think you're going the wrong way. But I don't know. We just had a guy just passing through. Yeah, I don't think he exactly knows where he's going. Or is he? No, he's not. He's actually coming in here. He's going to sit down. What is that guy?
I don't know. But
excuse me. I'm just passing by.
Yeah, just saying hi to the show. Which actually, that's something that you guys can do if you're on Yahoo Instant Messenger right now.
Yeah.
Hit us up at PSB, Papa Sierra Bravo, PSB Rattlers, and that's our IM.
All right.
Drop us a line. Tell us what you think of the
got
show.
A question?
Tell us what you think of the team.
Yeah, got a question, got a comment. I'm standing here with cell phone in hand, waiting for you guys to write me, and we can read your question on the air only if it's clean.
Yeah, and we can make it out. But up there on the screen, you'll see it in just a moment here. NCAA basketball tournament, they're finally set. Butler and UConn for the title Monday night in Houston. But
Butler and UConn, and you know what? I'll never count those Butler guys out. Unbelievable.
2 words for UConn, Kemba Walker. That's all I got to say, Kemba Walker. But, the quarterback's pretty much even statistically. Nick Hill for Orlando, 17 for 130, 13 for 17 for $155 and 2 scores. Davila, 8 for 16, $133, 2 scores as well. But those 3 picks really weighed him down. Top receiver Bobby Scipio, 8 for 82 so far for the Predators. And Windsor and Force, each with 3 catches. Windsor, 48 yards, no score. Force, 40 yards and a score. Trandon Harvey, the other score for the Rattlers. But Marlon Moore right now for Orlando seems to be the difference. 1-yard touchdown run in the first series of the game, and an interception return for a touchdown that made it 21-0 Orlando. And the Rattlers have been trying to dig their way out of that hole ever since.
And let's just say this: if Davila does start the second half, which I believe that he will, look for him to turn it around, because he is a very good quarterback, and he had a very, very rough first half. So with that, why don't we take a break, and then we'll bring you right back here, with the second half.
All right, let's do that. This is the AFL on Nifty TV. are back. We're getting ready for the second half here. Can Arizona get some momentum going? Can they turn it around a little bit? Well, we'll see a different kick returner as Trandon Harvey's going to go back to the nets for that one.
The crowd is trying to get him into the second half, too. So.
And Mark Lewis is ready to tee it up for Jacksonville. So we are ready for the second half. Lewis sends it deep, and away we go. That is going to be into the second row, and it's going to be a touchback. Rattler ball on their 5.
They need to come out here and show that they really weren't there in the first half, because we know that. They'll let them come out here. Let's see what they can do. Let's see them put together a drive, a real drive, getting on this field, short passes, long passes. Let's stretch the field. I haven't really seen anybody try to stretch the field yet
The only
tonight.
thing we've seen stretch is Rod Windsor's jersey.
Yeah, exactly. Twice.
Well, let's see what happens with Nick Davila here. Davila drops back, looking right for Trandon. Harvey got him at the 10, trying to go around the tackle, gets boarded at the 13, gain of 8, and bring up 2nd and 2 for Arizona.
And that's the right play. Get Davila back in there with some confidence. We know that he's got all the confidence in the world, but let's let him get some passes, completed passes right here.
Confidence is the right word, I guess, kind of like, work off the sea legs, for lack of a better term, and just like, hey, I can hit a few passes here instead of hitting white shirts with them.
That's right.
2nd and 1 of the 14 for the Rattlers. Windsor in motion. Quick pass to the left to Trandon Harvey. Across the 20, across midfield, and he's knocked down there by a couple of Predators. First down, Arizona.
And there's actually 2 Predators down on that play. See some numbers here. Looks like number
9, Marlon Moy-Moore on the far side. And we've got a second look at this one. Just a hard collision there. One of the Rattler linemen fell out a couple guys. But sometimes that's going to happen in this game. But it's a 13-yard gain and 1st and 10 on the Orlando 24. And the Rattlers are starting to put something together here. Harvey in motion, the near side. Davila dropping back, pumps, going for Harvey. Too far. Throws it out in the 3rd row. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Harvey seemed to slip on that one, but I don't think he had a chance at all, even if he stayed upright.
Not really. That throw had a lot of zip on it, and it was just a little too hot to handle for Harvey. But, keep trying here and see if the Rattlers can maybe get in the end zone on this possession.
All we need is just a good drive here. The Rattlers are not that far down. They're only 15 points down.
Windsor loop motion to the near side. Davila drops back. Quick screen pass over to Force. Force far sideline. 15, 10, 5 into the end zone. Touchdown!
No, the ref's calling him out about the 4-yard line.
I really wanted to say touchdown, but hey, we'll take a first down on a 20-yard gain by Nate Force. 1st and goal at the 4. Yeah,
he was forced out there, but
Force got forced.
Force got forced.
Force got forced.
Yeah, I know. I'm a poet, but I didn't know it. So that was a good play. Again, a very short play. It looks like a little misdirection they tried on that one, and it worked.
Hey, as long as it gets down the field and gets in that end zone, that's what matters, Windsor in motion. Davila under center. 1st and goal at the Predator 4. Davila dropping back, looking left. Throws it to the end zone.
Touchdown.
Trandon Harvey. Touchdown, Arizona.
There they go. All right, that's exactly what you wanted there. You wanted to come out on the first drive of the second half and score. Right at this particular time, you are 9 points down with either a 2-point play coming up here or might even go for that kick. It looks like they're lining up for a kick right now.
It would still be, you want to get the extra point here, so it's only a 1-possession game and only be down by 8, assuming Schroeder can split the uprights. But Trandon Harvey's 2nd score of the night, 11th on the season. Spot, snap, Schroeder's kick. Yes.
And it's good. There he goes.
All right, the Rattlers score on the first drive of the second half. They're down 27-19 with 11:23 to go in the 3rd. Timeout on the field. We take it as well. This is the AFL on Nifty TV. All right, after a short timeout there, the Rattlers are back within a one-score game here, 27-19. Nice pass to the corner of the end zone from Dowell to Harvey for the second hookup between those two tonight. And you know what? This is exactly what you need if you're the Rattlers. You come out, first possession, take 3 minutes off the clock, boom, touchdown.
That's what he said. They needed to score. They needed to score at in the first half. But you know what? You can't do anything. You can't do anything about that. All you can do is go straight ahead. They did what they needed to do on that first drive, and that was to take it in for a touchdown and make the extra points.
So if this way you're only down by one possession instead of two, because that's a vital extra point at this point in the game. Plenty of time left, but you want to make sure you still at least stay within one possession.
And the crowd is getting into this, and this is going to be, again, an interesting drive here for Orlando.
Schroeder kicks it off. Deep is going to be Duvalt, and we got a touchback. And it's going to be Orlando ball on their own 5-yard line.
And that pins them in pretty good here with being the touchback, getting the ball at the 5-yard line.
And especially being this deep in the field with the problems with the quarterback center change for Orlando. They had 5 such fumbles in the first half in that regard. They had 1 in the first 2 games.
Yeah, and do you have any idea why they would be having problems? I mean, if you have a regular center here and a quarterback?
Not sure why, but either way, something maybe is getting to him. Hill drops back, looking over the middle. Scipio got it at the 20, rammed out of bounds, and it's a 15-yard gain, another first down for the Orlando Predators.
Scipio seems to really be getting open this whole game, and it's going to take the Rattlers here to and I don't know what they're going to do to try to stop this guy, but they're not able to right now.
Second look at that one, is able to slip under the coverage of Vince Hill and find himself a 15, 16-yard gain, and Orlando starting to move down the field. Motion on the near side is Tolliver. Hill drops back, looks left. Quiroga is able to catch that at the 24 of Arizona, gain of 6, and it'll bring up second and 4.
Again, a nice drive here, even though it's 2 plays into it. Hill seems to be finding that open receiver. And on that particular play, the Orlando Predator receiver was the only one who could catch that ball.
That's part of playing quarterback, is throw it where your guy can only get it. So it's 2nd and 6 right at the midfield stripe. Tolliver in motion to the far side. Hill drops back.
Wide open.
To Quiroga, he's wide open into the end zone. Touchdown, Orlando.
Nobody covering that man. Wide open. All I saw was the man was wide open, and there was no defensive player from the Rattlers covering him.
We might get a second look at this one, and here it is. And you just look at it, and all you see is a white shirt in that picture, and he gets across the goal line, and there's a Rattler finally. The Rattlers must be getting turned inside out with the coverage tonight, as the Predators are finding themselves with tons of space.
Well, all you can do is come back here and score.
Lewis's extra point is down the middle. 34-19. Orlando storms back with a touchdown of their own. 9:01 left in the third quarter. And we'll take a timeout here because they're taking one on the field too. This is the AFL on Nifty TV. Back again to the U.S. Airways Center. Orlando 34, Arizona 19. 9:01 left in the third quarter. And just when you thought the Rattlers were building momentum with a touchdown of their own to open the third quarter, Orlando punches right back. 3-play, 45-yard drive. And that's going to be Nick Hill and Robert Quiroga for a 24-yard touchdown. And just when it's one step forward, it's 2 steps back.
Yeah, that was not a very good defensive series for the Rattlers. I mean, left guys wide open, and especially there in the touchdown, completely open.
Lewis kicks it away. Harvey back to receive. Takes it off the net. Heads out of the goal line. Cross the 5, cutting left to the 10, and gets knocked off his feet at the 12. And that's where the Rattlers start their next possession.
Well, it was a good drive, a good opening drive for the Rattlers to score. Unfortunately, for the Rattlers, the defense did not hold the Predators. Let's see what the Rattlers can do on this drive right here, because they do need to score.
Breaking out of the huddle. Davila under center. Harvey coming to the near side. Short pass to Windsor at the 10, at the 15, the 20. Cutting right to midfield where he gets tripped up by Kaiser. First down on a 13-yard gain.
That was a nice play. Again, a very short pass. What you haven't seen, and this is game number 4, and most of the games that we've seen out of the Rattlers is that they've tried to open up the field in some way, and I haven't really seen that tonight. I haven't really seen that long pass.
Not a whole lot. Windsor runs. There's going to be a flag there. That's going to be offside on the defense. If it's not, I'd be surprised, because Paul Griffin was practically giving Nate Davila a handshake as soon as that ball got snapped.
It didn't look like a handshake to me. Hammer.
Yeah.
Didn't look like a handshake.
But now with this being the third time the defense has gone offsides, it's now an automatic first down for Arizona and will continue to be for the rest of the game.
Yes, very important right here, especially when it comes down to the waning moments of this game.
Maybe it's say third or fourth down, you get a hard count and draw a guy off. You got a fresh set of downs and you just keep right on going. But
yep.
See what the Rattlers do here. Force far side, Windsor in slot motion. Harvey on the near side. Davila dropping back over the middle for the tight end, and it's just off Booker's hand.
Man, Booker should have held that. That was not Davila's fault.
But then again, as a tight end in the Arena Football League, in which you double as an offensive lineman, you don't get thrown to a whole lot, so you expect those guys to maybe not have the softest hands.
Yeah, well, I mean, look at the size of that guy. I mean, he looks like linebacker, as you called it, line material, right?
6'4", 315 out of San Jose State.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah, he's a big guy. But we have seen him make a catch already this year.
Yeah. Davila dropping back again, trying to go for Harvey, a little bit too low. And it's now 3rd and 5 on the 20.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. I'm not sure if Harvey slipped a little bit. Let's see that.
Well, second look.
And he did. He looked like he tried to stop and cut, and when he did, he lost his footing a little bit.
Well, got to be upright to try and get those catches, you know. So, unless you're going to sit down in the zone like we saw earlier. No, 3rd and 5, critical play for the Rattlers coming up here. Force in motion on the far side. Davila throwing to the right. He's got a man. It's complete. It's a first down.
To Harvey. There we go. They're keeping that ball moving. That's exactly what you want to do.
Taking it down.
Here's the replay.
Got ahead of the coverage there. It's 1st and goal at the Orlando 9. This is where the Rattlers are running a little bit of a problem this evening, trying to punch it in. Windsor in motion. Davila looking left, trying to go for Windsor. Throws it off the net, and it's almost intercepted. That was a mental mistake by Nick Davila.
Yeah, I am not sure where he was throwing it. I know he was trying to look like put it off the net or throw it away, and he may have been trying to actually throw it away and actually caught the net.
Yeah, it was about a few inches above the bottom of the rebound net there. And Rayshawn Kaiser has 4 interceptions this year, walks away with his hands on his helmet. He easily could have had a 5th one.
Absolutely.
Second and goal from the 9. Davila looking left, pumps.
Oh.
Is he under pressure? He's sacked.
Yeah,
Back in the 13.
He got jumped on pretty good.
And that sack is Mark Robinson.
It doesn't seem like, it seems like when they get it down in this territory of the field that the Rattlers, as you mentioned, are having a very, very hard time of punching it in. They're not able to get their receivers open.
When you have less field to work with like this, it makes it that much more difficult.
I think that maybe they should try some motion plays.
Well, trips left, Davila going for 4. She's down to the 5. Inside the 5 to the 4, so they gain 10. But 4th and goal upcoming here for Arizona. So at this point in the game, with it still being a 15-point game, question is, do you go for it here at this juncture of the field?
I think you have to go for it.
That's what it looks like, too, because I see Joe Schroeder standing on the sidelines.
Yeah, you have to go for it right here. I mean,
big play.
I like to see something in motion here, and then a little.
Harvey enforced to the left. Windsor over the middle in the slot motion. Davila looking, going left end zone. Harvey, touchdown, Arizona.
There is a flag down, and Orlando thinks it's on. The Rattlers, but let's see.
But it's in that area of the field where you usually see illegal defense, so let's see if this is going to hold up. Shane Anderson with the call.
No.
Defensive holding, that's going to count. Touchdown, Arizona.
And they needed it right there. They needed those points. Good play. It actually did look like a little motion there, didn't it?
A little bit, as you had all 3 guys in a trips bunch formation on the left side. But you know what? You'll take it. So it's 34-25. Schroeder on for the PAT. To try and keep this a 1-possession game. Snap is good. Spot's good. Kick is 2. 34-26. So we'll step aside for a quick timeout here. 3:41 left in the third. 34 for the Predators, 26 for the Rattlers. This is the AFL on Nifty TV. All right, back again for a little more football here. 34-26, Orlando leads Arizona. 3:40 left in the third quarter, and Rattlers with a decent drive there, getting a little bit of help. And hey, you know what? It's still a 1-possession game. That's what's important right now if you're a Rattler fan. You're within 1 possession, so while you're behind, you're not too far behind.
Right. Well, I've been saying it all night. You need a defensive stop. Orlando has found a way to pick holes in that Rattlers #1 ranked defense, and they've done a very good job at that. But let's see what happens here.
Been too many men wide open this evening.
Oh, and the last touchdown by the Predators, where the receiver was completely open. Not a Rattler in the picture frame.
No, Kuroga had way too much room on that last touchdown, but we'll see if what the Rattlers can do here. Schroeder getting set to tee it up. Back deep again is DeVault. And let's see if something happens on this kickoff. You never know. Schroeder tees it off, going for the left rebound net. DeVault back, tries to get out of the end zone, cutting left. He stopped short in the end zone.
He stopped actually in the end zone.
It's not going to be a safety.
He never made it out, though.
No, it's not going to be a safety, but I believe that ball's going to be placed about the 1 or 2 yard line.
Right. He never made it out of the end zone.
Now, if he made it out, that's a different story. But you know what? Look at the second look there. Rattler special teams right down there. Riley Swanson in on that play. And that's the kind of hustle you need to see. So basically a 15-yard foul moves the ball back, and that ball is going to be placed down at the 1.
Yeah, ball's at the 1.
This is the point where that center quarterback exchange should come back to bite Orlando
Absolutely.
in the backside. Right
Absolutely.
Here, right here. Tolliver motion to the near side. Hill drops back, clean snap, goes left, got a man, I believe that's Scipio along the boards, and he's going to be, actually it's going to be Quiroga, check that. And a little bit of pushing and shoving after the play.
These teams do not like each other to begin with. And
second look on the replay here. Hill pass up to Quiroga. Couple guys, McCullough in there trying to make the tackle for Arizona, trying to rip that ball out.
And there was a cheap shot in there, actually.
Lynch, the fullback.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they didn't get a call right there, because that was pretty cheap. Drove him into the boards.
So it's going to be 2nd and 1 at the 11. Scipio in motion on the far side. Hill drops back looking right. Throws it for Quiroga a little too high.
Flag on the play.
See what the flag is for here in just a second.
Well, the ball was way overthrown. You see the Orlando team. Yep. Now we have it again. That was an illegal defense on the Rattlers, and then again a first down. So they're both in the same boat right now.
It's an uncharacteristic number of penalties we've seen out of Arizona so far this evening. Seems like the mistakes have been coming in the passing game. They've come with the penalties like this, but still, it's only a one-possession game with 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Hill dropping back, sacked! Antaj Hawthorne, Marcus Pittman, and Kyle Harrington all decided to say hello to the quarterback at the same time.
You talk about a rush. It was like what happened to the Orlando line?
Second look at this one. The Orlando line must have gone out to lunch for something, but wow, all 3 Rattler defensive linemen smack at the quarterback.
And that's what they need here. The Rattlers have a great defensive line. Right now, it's time for them to go to work.
7-yard loss on that play. I don't know if you can split a sack 3 ways, but if you can, all 3 guys should get it. Hill drops back, looking right. Quiroga's got the ball. Flag is thrown. Quiroga's got it at the 20, but we got a flag down at the Orlando 12.
I believe this penalty might be on the Rattlers.
It might be another one of these illegal defense calls.
We'll wait for the ref's call. Face mask penalty.
Well, that's definitely not the kind of penalty you want to have.
It just seems like the Rattlers are shooting themselves in the foot in this game.
So now we're going to have 1st and goal at the Arizona 9 with the additional yardage tacked on there. And
somehow they need to stop here. And now you were talking about before about the exchange. I want the exchange right now.
Yeah, it seems like you get close to the end zones, things happen, and we got another set of flags.
Right, and that's against the Rattlers also.
Not quite sure on that one, but there's a lot of movement right at the ball at the snap. Yes, it is.
With another first down.
So it's going to be 1st and goal at the 5. Half the distance marked off there.
Minute 7 left here in the third quarter.
34-26 Orlando for the Predators threatening. Second look at that play. But I believe Hawthorne jumped right in the middle of the line. Scipio goes in motion, top of the screen. Hill under center, dropping back, looking left. Fires T.T. Tolliver. Touchdown, Orlando.
Again, he was wide open.
It's a 5-yard touchdown pass, and Orlando's back up 40-26, a 14-point game with the PAT coming.
Yeah, the defense aren't in this game, that's for sure. And It hasn't helped that we had the first half interceptions.
No,
Actually, this be an even game.
Because if you lose 3 possessions to interceptions, especially 2 of those are basically 1 and out, that does not help.
And we'll see what happens here. It'd be nice if this guy, the Orlando kicker, could miss this one. It would help.
Lewis on for the PAT. Final play of the third quarter. His time has run out. He hits it. That's how the third quarter ends. Orlando leads at 41-26 with 15 minutes to go. It's a timeout on the field, and we take it as well. This is the AFL on Nifty TV. 15 minutes to go on this one. Orlando leads at 41-26 as we start the fourth quarter. And so far, it's, the stats look pretty much even. It's just the turnovers have been hurting the Rattlers with the 3 interceptions. Unusually high 8 penalties for 51 yards in the first 3 quarters. But if you gotta look for a bright spot, Trandon Harvey tonight, 7 catches, 77 yards, 3 scores. He's got 13 on the year right now.
Well, what the Rattlers need to do right here is they need to take it down the field, get a score, and the defense then has to come up big. They haven't so far tonight, but
or they have come up big and they've given it right back.
This is the time of the game that you have to do it.
Well, Lewis's kickoff taken by Virgil Gray, fumbled it in the end zone. He's got his hands back on it. I believe we're going to have a touchback, and I think that hit the Casino Arizona awning there that overhangs the end zone.
You think that's what it hit?
I believe so.
Well, got a full quarter to go. You know that's a lot of time here in Arena football.
Especially with the 1-minute timing rule at the end of the quarter. And each team still has all 3 timeouts. You never know. Windsor to the near side, Gellers to the far side. Trandon Harvey in motion. Davila stops, looks back, pumps twice, 3 times, going for Windsor the left side. Did he catch it? I believe he did.
Yeah, it looks like he did.
He got it.
Yep.
Gets a few yards there. Bringing up second down for Arizona.
That didn't look like the best pass coming out of Davila's hand either. I don't know if that got tipped in some way.
Second look, pump.
I think his arm may have gotten hit. And that was a great catch, actually, by Rod Windsor, making a diving catch over there, right against the boards.
It's a gain of 5 to bring up 2nd and 5 at the 10. And at least the Rattlers are moving forward. Harvey in motion. Davila drops back, looking. Fires over the middle for Harvey. That's knocked down. And it's incomplete. That's going to be Rayshawn Kaiser in on the coverage. It seems like wherever Trandon Harvey's gone, Rayshawn Kaiser's been right there all night.
You know, this Predators defense looks pretty good, too. He was right on Harvey. Actually, he may have been there a little bit early, but I didn't see a flag.
Well, all we see is 3rd and 5 of the 10, and the Rattlers really need to convert this one. Dropping back, pass to the right side. It's complete at the 15. That's going to be enough for an Arizona first down. And Rod Windsor reels that one in. Gain of 6, and that's just enough.
Windsor's actually, I think, having a pretty darn good game here. And this is what? This is his second game?
Second game.
Third?
Second game. No, third game.
Third game now. Third game.
That's his 6th catch of the night so far, so he is not doing too bad out there.
Yep. He looks like he's getting back in shape, as he said right after the first game.
First and 10 at the Orlando 16. That ball's too high for Windsor. Flag thrown. And we'll see what happened on the near side between Trandon Harvey and McIntyre, Kenny McIntyre, as those two are jostling for position.
It looks like there's a penalty on McIntyre of Orlando. And it is a legal defense. So that will be an automatic first down.
Nope, doesn't matter how you get it down the field as long as you do. So.
No, I don't care if they take it all the way down the field. The only thing is, though, we don't want to see that clock run. At least it stopped there on that incomplete pass.
Just for the penalty, though.
Right.
So as soon as I get that one spotted and ready to go.
Well, it's spotted, but that clock still isn't moving. There it goes.
There's a signal. All right, 1st and 10 at the Orlando 21. Harvey in motion. Davlo drops back.
Another flag.
Going deep for Trandon. Harvey caught it! Touchdown, Arizona, if it stands.
If it stands, I'm looking at the refs. It's a touchdown. It is a touchdown, Rattlers.
This looks like it's an illegal defense on Orlando. That's declined. Touchdown, Arizona. Trandon Harvey, 4 scores tonight.
And finally, they took a shot down the field, the Rattlers.
Look what happened at the 29-yard touchdown. So Harvey's now over 100, and the Rattlers trail by 9.
All right. What are they going to do now? What do you think? It looks like they're going for 2 here.
That's what it looks like as Schroeder's on the sidelines. Davla's talking over with Kevin Guy. So you know what? If there's a time to go for 2, this isn't a bad one. Bring it to within 7. And let's see if the Rattlers can pull this one off. Windsor,
actually, it's true. They want to try to get within 7 within
Windsor
a touchdown.
near side, Gathers near side. Harvey in motion at the snap. Davlo drops back, looking left, back of the end zone. Windsor got it! Windsor for 2. Rattlers within 7.
Windsor pulled it right off the defensive back's helmet.
Second look right now on the big screen. And there it is. Windsor just got it in front of the defender. And it's a 1-touchdown game. 12:07 left. Orlando 41, Arizona 34. Let's take a timeout. This is the AFL on Nifty TV. Welcome back to the U.S. Airways Center. Orlando leads at 41-34, 12 minutes left. And if you're looking at the feed right now, you see all of the fans in the stadium standing as a Phoenix firefighter was honored for 28 years of service. That's impressive.
It's impressive to me just to have a job for 28 years.
But especially one like that, got a
Absolutely.
plaque and the axe off his truck.
That's right. I'll tell you what, and those guys take their life, in jeopardy every day that they actually work. So, yes, I do applaud him And I wish I'd have the axe, because right now, that's what the defense needs. They need to act. They need to stop.
They need to cut down the Orlando offense, which has scored on its last 3 trips down the field. Schroeder kicks this one off. DeVault back deep, takes it off, and that comes out the near side goal line at the 5, cutting up towards the 10 where he gets snowed under. And that's where the Orlando Predators start their next drive with 11:57 to go in regulation.
Well, we can't say it enough. I think I've been saying it all night. We need to stop. We need to stop. And, the number 1 rated defense in the league hasn't looked like the number 1 rated defense in the league tonight against Orlando. Let's see if they can put it together right here and come up with a big stop.
The Rattlers also have to make sure they don't jump offside, because they've already been caught 3 times. So if they keep jumping off, it's going to be a first down for Orlando for the rest of the game.
Why do you think they're doing that? Do you think it's Hill's count?
Could be the hard count. Could be a different snap count. Could be a number of things. Scipio in motion. Hill dropping back, looking left. Fires it. Scipio wide open. Knocked down to the 14 of Arizona. Another big play. Another first down. And the Predators are moving down the field real fast.
I'm not quite sure what's happening, but the defense has not come up, and what you're seeing is wide open receivers, and that's one thing that you probably might want to ask the coach tonight if he wants to even talk about that.
24-yard gain there to get Orlando down the field quickly, and we'll see if the Rattlers might be able to force a stop, or if the Predators could cash in again. Scipio, check that, Tolliver in motion. Hill dropping back, looking. That pass is caught by Quiroga. Touchdown, Orlando.
Well, they can't stop them. They cannot stop Orlando. And, that's the big thing in this game, because they're going to come back and hopefully score. If they don't score, it just puts, again, more and more pressure on the defense.
Well, Marquise Floyd was right there, tried to swat it away, but Quiroga was able to get it just before Floyd got there. Otherwise, it would have had that one stopped. Extra point attempt coming up here from Lewis. Try and make this a 14-point game again as we start to have the clock drip down within 10 minutes. Just under 10 minutes left in this one. Spots good, holds good, kick is up. No good. Flag down. Got a flag down on the 5.
And I believe it is against the Rattlers. Let's see. See if I'm right. No, I'm not.
Yet again, these missed extra points might come back to haunt somebody later in the game. Timeout in the field, 9:58 to go. Orlando leads it by 13, 47-34. This is the AFL on Nifty TV. Welcome back to the U.S. Airways Center. Just under 10 minutes left in this one. Orlando leads at 47-34. Robert Quiroga caught the last touchdown for the Predators, but the extra point was no good. And that could come back to be a very key situation as we go over the final 9:58 of regulation.
There's been no answer. There's been no answer for the Rattlers. They have not been able to stop the Predators, and they're going to have to make that stop here one time if they want to try to get back in this game.
But all it takes,
actually, a couple times.
But all it really would take is one good stop if they can get a score on this possession.
Yep.
So Lewis set to tee it up from the goal line. Gray is back to return. Lewis kicks it a little bit short. And that's going to go into the crowd behind the end zone for a touchback. Arizona ball at their own 5.
Well, let's see what they can do. You're getting in a time here of the game with 9:52 to go that you have to score.
But you also have to remember, too, you still have the 1-minute timing rules coming up. You still have 3 timeouts. And in the Arena Football League, a minute is still a lot of time. So you never quite know.
All right. We'll see.
Harvey in motion. Davila drops back, looking over the middle. He's got Windsor at the 12, out to the 15. Gets a block out to the 20 towards midfield, where he gets knocked out by Kaiser. That's a first down with a 17-yard gain.
Nice way to start the drive there. Windsor was right. He was open right up the middle, and had a lot of guys in motion, and that all Windsor did was run out about 10 yards and turn around, and there was the ball.
Harvey in motion this time. Davila dropping back, looking, goes for Windsor. Got it again at the Predators' 12. That's another first down, and the Rattlers are starting to move down the field quickly.
I don't know. Windsor shaking his head. He was not quite sure why he's shaking his head on that one. It was a pass right to him, but maybe he thought that Davila should have hit him a little bit sooner, and if he would have hit him a little bit sooner, he could have beat the receiver, the defensive back.
14-yard gain. The Rattlers have gotten 32 yards on their last 2 plays. Let's see if they can punch it in the end zone and bring it back to a score. Geller's in motion to the far side. Quick screen over to Trandon Harvey. Harvey right to the 5, plowing towards the goal line. He is stopped just short at about the 2. That's going to be another first down, their 3rd in a row.
Well, the offense looks like they're back on track. Maybe I shouldn't talk too soon, but the offense sure does look good. What the defense needs to do, though, is when they come back on the field, and hopefully Rattlers do get a score. Here's the replay.
Second look at it there. Windsor tried to throw a block so together, but just not enough real estate to work with on the far side of the field.
And what I was saying is when the defense comes back on the field after hopefully a Rattlers score, that they can make that stop.
And Marcus Pittman out there on the in the backfield. Give us to Armstrong, trying to plow for the end zone. He doesn't get there. Couple flags down. We'll see what these are for. First carry of the night for Odie Armstrong for the Rattlers. But what do we have?
And we'll get the call. A defensive penalty there. Illegal formation?
Illegal formation on the Orlando Predators makes it a first down. So it's first and goal from the 1-yard line, and clock continues to run. 7:38 left, midway through the 4th quarter. Dalva under center, Pittman in motion. Give
another penalty flag.
It's going to be give to the right side for Odie Armstrong. Another flag. We might have another penalty for illegal defense on Orlando, because that's thrown right about the spot where you'd expect to see that penalty.
Oh, then the referee, the coach is from the Predators. Yep.
And that's another first down. So technically the Rattlers have gotten 5 first downs on this drive so far, despite only completing 3 passes.
The ref just ran the head coach of the Predators off the field, basically, here, after he was screaming on these illegal defenses.
Well, let's try the 3rd time as a charm for first and goal at the 1. Davila taking it himself. Does he burrow ahead and get into the end zone? No, he's not. He's short.
I think it's a good try, but I don't really think you're going to go up the middle on these guys. I think you need to do a little rollout, and if you have to, just toss it in.
Especially with the size of some of these the defensive linemen like Anton Dixon, number 95 there in the middle. He's 6'5", 330 on the card, so it's not going to be easy to run against a guy that size.
Just remember this.
Davila, give to Armstrong. Does he plow ahead? Did he extend the ball over the goal line? I don't know if he did.
No, the ref is saying he's down.
He's down short. 2nd and goal from the 1.
The worst thing right now is they're chewing so much time off the clock.
You just got to. Do we have an injured Predator on the field? A little shaking up. Maybe he's getting up slow. But either way, the Rattlers have got to get in the huddle quickly, and they've got to find a way to get moving on this here. It's actually 3rd and goal at the 1. Check that. 3rd and goal. Boy, the Rattlers really need it here.
They have to get in here, but what's happened here is they've taken a lot of time off the clock.
Give Armstrong left side. Got it! Touchdown, Arizona. Odie Armstrong plows it in from a yard out.
He dove in there, and there was no denying him that time. He said, we've been stopped too much down there.
Second look at that one. Davila give to Armstrong, churning to his left, gets around a couple of tackles, finds his way in. 47-40 with 5.5 to go, and now it could be a very important extra point if Schrader can hit it.
I got my fingers toes, eyes, everything is crossed.
Spot is good, snap is good, kick. No,
good.
Hit the upright. Down. So it's still a 7-point game, 47-40. Orlando with the lead. 5:06 to go in regulation, and the timeout on the field. This is the AFL on Nifty TV. Back at the U.S. Airways Center, 5:06 left, 47-40. The Orlando Predators lead the Arizona Rattlers. Odie Armstrong with the last touchdown for Arizona, but Joe Schroeder's extra point hit the right upright. So instead of this being a 6-point game, it's still a 1-score game at 7 points. And if we thought the Orlando missed extra point on their last touchdown would come back to haunt them, I guess they've been let off the hook by Schroeder hitting the upright.
Can I say what I've been saying all night?
They need a stop.
This is it.
At some point, the Rattler defense has to come up with a stop. This would be the perfect time to do it. Schroeder sets a kickoff. Back deep to return it is DeVault. Off the net, DeVault fields it cleanly. Coming out of the end zone, going to the 5, to the 10. He's breaking free. Around a defender.
There's a flag down.
There's a flag down. DeVault gets to the 23 before he gets knocked off his feet, but a flag is back at the Orlando 3-yard line. That's, generally speaking, an illegal block.
Yeah, and that's what it is. The refs are actually bringing the ball back, it looks like.
Second look at the replay. Got through a couple of arm tackles by the Rattlers there before he got knocked down. And yes, it's an illegal block. And
the ball will be placed, looks like about the 5 or 6 yard line.
And that makes a world of difference.
Oh, he first took off there. I actually thought he was going to go all the way.
You're not the only one. I thought he was gone. And that would be a backbreaker if he was. But
and then the crowd is cheering defense. And they are looking for that defensive stop, as so are we.
They're looking for another one of those botched quarterback center exchanges. Scipio in motion on the far side. Hill dropping back. Rolling to his right. He's in trouble. He's flushed out of the pocket. Gets to the 5. And takes a hit from McCullough along the boards at the 7. Hill wants a flag, and he won't get it. Hill with a 4-yard rush. And it's only second
that was a pretty hard hit along the side, but it didn't look like it was anything illegal.
Second look on the big screen. Hill was actually up against the boards.
Well,
yeah, maybe, but it's judgmental. Still, clock continues to roll. It's the Rattlers' biggest enemy right now, 4:08 and counting. They're giving 5 and second and 5 at the 8. Quiroga in motion going to the top. Hill, quick slant pass over to Scipio. Defender misses him. Scipio gets out to the 14, and that's a gain of 7. That should be enough for another.
Scipio is having a real good game here for the Predators. It seems like everything in his direction he's catching.
That definitely is the case. And just looking over my unofficial stats, it looks like Hill has hit his last 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 passes in a row. The Rattlers have got to find a way to make him miss.
They haven't come up with it yet. Let's see if they can come up with a stop right here.
Scipio in motion. Hill dropping back. It's 11. Oh, it was going to be 11 in a row, but Scipio couldn't find the handle.
Yeah, that was. He was wide open. Absolutely wide open. It looked like the Rattlers defensive back actually had a shot there to catch that ball. And I think what happened is the Rattlers defense player, I think it was McCullough.
Yeah, McCullough's been all over the field tonight.
I think he actually gotten the vision of Scipio, and that's why he dropped that ball.
Still either way, it's his first incompletion in his last 11 passes. 2nd and 10 at the 14. Hill drops back, feels the heat, swirls out of the pocket, and throws it into the 4th row. He's getting pressured by McCullough and Kyle Harrington.
There was good pressure put on by that Rattlers defensive line.
Well, we were talking about the stop the Rattlers surely need. Could it come here?
And there is only 2:15 to go here in the 4th. They have to stop.
This has got to be it. A stop here would be huge for Arizona. Scipio in high motion. Hill takes a snap. Drops back, looks, going for Scipio. He caught it at the 20 of Arizona. He gets a first down for the Predators.
Cannot stop him.
A big 3rd down conversion for Orlando.
Well, I know. I've seen a lot of interesting things here in arena football over the years, and that last minute can last an awful long time.
16-yard gain there for the Predators. Unofficially, I've got Hill with 325 yards passing tonight. First and 10 at the 20, minute 20 left in regulation. Hill sneaks, takes it himself, gets down a couple yards to the 18. That should be enough to take us down to the 1-minute warning.
And you can see that it looks like that's their plan. You're gonna get a 1-minute warning right here. And no,
there it is. Well, let's step aside for a short timeout here. 1 minute to go in regulation. Orlando clinging to a 47-40 lead. This is Arizona Rattlers football on Nifty TV. Final minute of regulation time here at the U.S. Airways Center in Phoenix. 47-40 Orlando with the ball. Each team still has 3 timeouts. So it'll be interesting to see if we start seeing the Predators call run plays to force Arizona to burn its timeouts.
Well, you know what we're going to see here if they can keep the ball. Remember we were talking about earlier in the game they were having a problem. Although it seems like in the second half they haven't had any kind of problems on their snaps.
No, the center quarterback exchange has been clean. They had botched it 5 times in the first half, none so far here in the second. So it'd be a great time to have one of those, bad snaps happen. Maybe an interception, which we have not seen tonight. And how about that? Almost 10,000 people here tonight.
Yeah, it does look like it. There's folks in the upper deck. We know that the whole bowl area, or the bottom area of this arena was sold out.
So it's 2nd and 8 at the Arizona 18. Fans on their feet trying to make some noise, support the Rattlers here. Again, each team 3 timeouts, 1 minute to go, so you have the final minute timing rules, clock stopping on incompletions, out of bounds plays, penalties, all that good stuff. And as you said earlier, the final minute can be extremely frenzied.
It can be extremely long. I think I once saw about 5 touchdowns scored in the last minute.
You never know.
Yeah, you don't know. And the one thing what the Rattlers need right now, they need to stop. They need to stop.
They've been playing catch up for a while after those 3 first-half interceptions. They're getting close, but they really could use a stop in the next couple of plays. And even holding Orlando to a field goal would not be considered a stop at this point. They've got to keep Orlando stuck on 47. Tolliver coming in motion. Hill drops back, looking to pass, running out of the pocket, taking over the boards and over to the first row. Hello, gain of 4, and the clock stopped with 54 seconds left.
We want to remind our nifty TV viewers here that we will be going right into a very quick post-game show as soon as the final gun goes off, and we will go into a 5-minute recap show.
Second look at that there, Pittman and Glasper applying the pressure to flush Hill out of the pocket. So 3rd and 4, Arizona really hungry for a stop. Scipio goes in motion. Hill drops back, looking to pass. Throws it away. That's what you need.
Kevin Guy wanted to catch that one. It was coming in his direction. He wanted to intercept it himself.
So Hill throws that one away. 4th and 4 on the 14. If you thought it was loud before, it's going to get loud now at the U.S. Airways Center.
This is
the play.
This is
the play. The game.
Right here.
Right now.
If you're going to stop it, and if you want to win, this is where
Fans on their feet. Noise getting really hard to hear. Scipio in motion. Hill dropping back. Receivers are covered. Gets away from a sack. Flag down. Pass caught by Kuroga at the 5 down to the 4. It would be a first down and a 10-yard gain, but we have a flag.
There's a flag on the play.
Arizona takes that first time out.
And the fans actually are making for the exit. But you know what, in arena football?
You never know.
You never know. Now, if the Predators do score here, then that's a different story. But a lot of folks are making for the exits.
All you can really do is just hope for the best and try and use all 3 of your timeouts as best you can, because this is where now you look at Orlando to start running the ball, trying to punch it in the end zone to keep the clock running and force the Rattlers to burn their timeouts right here.
What do you think the Predators are going to do here? I'm thinking that they might just back up and throw it away and try to kill the clock that way.
Not with 39 seconds left. If it was 9 seconds, yes. 39, no.
Well, remember a few weeks ago that it seemed like Nick Davila actually took a number of seconds off that clock, throwing it away.
Yeah, it was 12. You can't really just drop back and throw in conclusions to knock 40 seconds off the clock.
So running plays?
Probably. Hill, pitch, Lynch,
ooh,
snowed under by Floyd. Loss of 2 in the backfield.
That was a hard hit. Put him right on his head.
Marlon Moore, who got a face full of turf. Second look, and there it is. Oh, hello. Face first in the turf. And I believe we're going to have another timeout called by Arizona, their second.
Coach Guy shouting his instructions to the defense.
Oh, the other thing, too, is that because that ball did not go forward, the clock does not keep running. It did not get over the line of scrimmage. Scipio dropped back. That's a run straight ahead. I believe that's going to be Lynch down to the 5. And we should have another Rattler timeout here, their second. There it is. So they get 2 yards back here, setting up 3rd and goal. So it could be that play that Floyd made to chop Moy Moore down the backfield is essentially as good as a timeout. It's like getting a 4th one. But if they don't make the stop, it doesn't really matter.
Somehow, the Rattlers need to stop.
Just one at this point. So it's 31 seconds to go. Orlando has all 3 timeouts. Arizona has 1. Predators up by 7 with the ball on the Arizona 5, facing 3rd and goal. And that's where we stand right now. Big play coming up here. It's basically 2-down territory for the Arizona defense. Tolliver goes in motion, far side. Hill under center. Drops back. Pass. Tipped up in the air.
Intercepted. Intercepted.
There's your defensive stop you've been looking for. Batted in the air. Picked off by the Rattlers.
25 seconds to go.
A screen pass to the left, and guess who's got it? Virgil Gray. Tipped up in the air. There it is. Gray's got it and gets knocked down. Is that the play that we have been waiting for all night?
And 27 seconds. They just put 2 more seconds on the game clock here.
So the Arizona Rattlers get the ball back 45 yards from a tie game. With an extra point, of course. Which is a little shaky. Let's be honest.
Yes,
it's shaky,
yes,
but
it is shaky. That's right.
You never know. All right, Harvey's going to go in motion. Windsor on the near side, Geathers on the far side. Davila back in the end zone, dropping back, looking to pass. He's got a man. It's Windsor out to the 20, 25, crossing midfield. Check that, it's Geathers. He's got a first down to the Orlando 14. 18 seconds to go on this one. 1st and 10.
Yeah. Geathers, what a...
Jason Geathers with a big catch. I believe it's only his 3rd one of the night. Got around the defender, McIntyre, down the near boards. Windsor with a block, and he gets pushed out of bounds to the 14. What a big play there.
Huge play. You got 18 seconds to go, so you still have plenty of time here.
And you gain 36 yards on that play. Harvey in motion. Davila dropping back, looking, fires to the end zone. Little too hot to handle for Geathers. He can't find it. Incomplete, and 13 seconds left. I feel a whole lot better about the Rattlers' potential chances now that they are this close to scoring. Only 14 yards from pay dirt. Second look, just a little too far for Geathers.
Oh, I got to do a run. I can't. I have to do a round set. Oh, come on. We can score here.
Remember, Arizona still has 1 timeout left, so the middle of the field is still an option at this point for the Rattlers. Harvey in motion. Davila dropping back, throwing for the end zone. Geathers! Touchdown! Jason Geathers, a 14-yard touchdown catch with 8 seconds left. And it's 47-46.
But, Andy, I have to say it. We need an extra point here. And it looks like the Rattlers are going to go for the win and not go for the tie.
Gutsy.
There is no confidence right now
in Joe Schroeder.
In Joe Schroeder. And what they're going for is the 2 points, big play right here.
This is the whole ball game, folks. 8 seconds left, 2-point conversion. Harvey in motion. Davila dropping back, looking to his left, looking to pass. He's got time. Fires it. Caught!
Yeah!
Brandon Harvey for 2. Rattlers by 1. Hello.
We had 8 seconds left on the clock, man. This is what a game. We said it from the beginning that this was going to be a heck of a game. We expected it to go down to the final, and it's exactly what it's doing.
Brandon Harvey has 4 touchdowns tonight, but no play bigger than that 2-point conversion right there. 48-47. What a gutty call to go for two with 8 seconds to go.
Now what?
Wow.
And it is incredibly loud. I'm sure the people that had left this arena are probably very sad that they did, because this is one heck of a game. You got 8 seconds to go, and let's not take anything away here. Orlando is capable. What kind of kick? What do you believe that the Rattlers are going to do? I'm thinking that they might even try an onside kick.
No, because Orlando has 3 timeouts left. No.
But I'm thinking they might try an onside kick just to get the ball in there and knock some time off of here.
At this point, if you're Joe Schroeder, all you do is you make sure out of an 85-foot wide target, you hit it somewhere in the 79 feet. Just hit it off the iron and hit it maybe low and get it down the turf as quick as possible. That's what you do here.
Okay. All right, man.
8 seconds left.
No, you're right. Not an onside kick. I forget that they line up there.
Yeah.
So I'll take that back. I'm thinking NFL football here, right?
There's no real pooch.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's see what Schroeder does. 8 seconds left. The Rattlers now clinging to a 1-point lead after a gutsy 2-point conversion.
And it is going to go off the net. No!
It goes through the net. That's going to be a touchback.
Touchback.
No time off the clock, though. No time off the clock.
Right. Zero time off.
First and 10 at the Orlando 5. Now remember, all they need is a field goal.
Right.
And realistically, in arena football, you can kick a field goal from pretty much anywhere in the field. So remember,
that is true.
So the thing the Rattlers have to do is keep it in front of them and try and keep them hemmed in as deep as possible into their end of the field for the Predators. That's what they need to do.
And for our viewers, just to remind you, an immediate game wrap-up following this exciting game. We've got 8 seconds to go. Unbelievable. Let's see what happens. Every fan is on their feet here at U.S. Airways Arena.
Tolliver in motion. Hill dropping back to pass. Pass is deflected. Incomplete. 3 seconds remaining. Floyd and McCullough were in there for the Rattlers.
Actually, one popped off. You got two up on the clock. I don't know if they're going to change the clock or make it 3, but it looks like they're keeping it at 2.
Well, now
it's like, what do you do?
Well, with 2 seconds left, there's probably going to be a timeout called by Orlando, because let's face it, at this point, you're looking at a 45-yard field goal. You've only got time enough for one play. So the question is, will they bring on Mark Lewis to try for the win?
You know, what did I say before this game?
It would come down to the kicker. You, me, and Obert.
Right. It would come down to the kicker. And here's the thing. I said, keep those seatbelts on, because this one is going to be coming down. I mean,
this is a bumpy ride throughout the cabin.
Everybody, without a doubt, is standing up in this arena right now. Okay, you got 2 seconds to go.
The kicker's on the bench. He's
Yeah,
standing down there in the corner,
right.
so they're not going to go for a field goal.
So the only thing you could possibly do is go for a Hail Mary.
And you got the Rattlers already standing 10 yards off the line of scrimmage, 3 deep coverage, and they're just going to get deeper. Hill dropping back. Here it goes, deep, a little bit short. That pass is picked off by Riley Swanson.
And that's the game.
That'll do it. Swanson goes down. The Rattlers rally back 48-47, your final, and Arizona is 4-0. What a game.
Unbelievable. Do we have to do a wrap-up here? Sure we do. We'll do a wrap-up because the Rattlers never took the lead until their last possession. And with going with a 2-point play, that, of course, will be a question that we'll pose to the coach here in a bit. But
my goodness,
unbelievable.
And Brandon Harvey, 4 touchdowns and the big 2-point conversion tonight. My goodness. If you ever wanted to show someone what arena football was like, let them watch this game tonight.
Absolutely.
This was arena football.
And you know
my
what?
Goodness.
This is a game that I can't wait to rewatch on Nifty TV.
Oh, yeah.
And
oh, my goodness.
You know, let's just wrap it up, take it out of here. We have to get down on the field, but unfortunately you can't join us. you know,
we're going to talk to some really happy Rattlers, some real gutsy calls out there tonight. Oh, my goodness.
All right.
But we're definitely going to catch up with Trandon Harvey, Nick Davila, Coach Guy. My goodness, I cannot believe how this one turned out. Arizona wins it 48-47 on a 2-point conversion with 8 seconds to play.
All right. Go ahead and wrap it up, man.
Well, that's it. The Arizona Rattlers, after this exciting win, are 4-0 and heading into the bye next week. Their next game is 2 weeks away in Kansas City when they take on the Command. Back home 3 weeks from now to take on the Utah Blaze. Orlando falls to 2-1 on the season. And my goodness, my heart's still going to be racing for about 20 minutes after this one.
All right, well.
This is great.
Well, we're going to take it. We're going to get out of here, but from the U.S. Airways Arena here in Phoenix, where the Arizona Rattlers 48, Orlando Predators 47. Unbelievable hammer for our first broadcast call.
Well, we got a good one.
Absolutely.
So 4-0 going into the bye in the game-and-a-half lead. That's a great way to end the night, and that's how we do it here.
Okay.
So for Bob King Panaris, I'm Andrew the Hammer Nordmeyer. We'll talk to you again in 3 weeks. But for right now, the Rattlers are 4-0, 48-47, your final over the Orlando Predators. So long, everybody.
Get your dream on, be a star. Selection silencer, shall we raise the bar? Parents is the better way to get what you want today. The least to own racing king, we've even got a dream machine. Yeah, nobody beats Aaron's, nobody, nobody beats Aaron's, nobody.